Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So today we have a Chick Fil-A sandwich versus Donald Trump. This was a very requested election prediction video, so I decided that I would do it. So starting off with their respective home states. Donald Trump, of course, coming from the state of New York, which is a reliably Democratic state. And since the originality of the Chick Fil-A sandwich is unknown, which is a big scandal, Donald Trump has been picking up. Where is their birth certificate? We don't know. But Chick Fil-A obviously originated from an area with a lot of chickens, so we'll go with the state of Wyoming and give it to the Chick Fil-A sandwich for obvious reasons. Going over to the western coast, Washington and Oregon, I believe, would go to the Chick Fil-A sandwich, along with California. Although the Chick Fil-A sandwich is notoriously known for their anti-LGBT comments back in 2013, it may seem as if they would lose some Democratic states. However, I think that they would still vote down the ballot for the Chick Fil-A sandwich. Looking across to the Midwest, we know that a number of these states are very reliably Republican. Idaho, South Dakota, Nebraska. But I think one electoral vote from the state of Nebraska would go to the Chick-fil-A sandwich. And since it's pretty hot in Montana and North Dakota during the summertime, I would give that to the Chick-fil-A sandwich. Going to across the Rust Belt, we know that you make chicken and you pretty much cook it at a very high temperature. And a lot of these Sun Belt voters can relate to that, considering that they come from an area which is very extremely hot due to multiple things such as global warming, which many people on the Trump campaign deny to this day, and it would seem as if the Sun Belt would go to the Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Since the Chick-fil-A sandwich is very known for their religious entity in the Chick-fil-A restaurant, I believe that the entire Bible Belt would go to the Chick-fil-A sandwich. If you look at the map, it would be very easy for how you could see how a number of Christian voters would come out and vote for the Chick-fil-A sandwich. And going down to the state of Florida, obviously the Sunshine State, a part of the Sun Belt, for obvious reasons, it's in the name. So ultimately the Chick-fil-A sandwich becomes the next president of the United States of America, the 46th to be exact. But we're going to go over some states that Donald Trump could pick up his margins. In West Virginia, it's coal country there. They have McDonald's, not Chick-fil-A. West Virginia goes to Trump. Kentucky, another area with coal country. The state of Indiana, where you can pretty much buy yourself out of jail with a sack of corn, would go to Donald Trump. I mean, corn doesn't make sandwiches. I mean, chicken doesn't come from corn, so you can't really correlate the two. There's no appeal for the Chick-fil-A sandwich, therefore they lose. Up in the Northeast, we know this is reliably Democratic, and they love chicken up there, so obvious it would go to the Chick-fil-A sandwich. New Hampshire, all of Maine, which is a flip from 16. Down in the state of Virginia, obviously reliably Democratic. Illinois, same thing. Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, and I know as an experienced Marylander that we love Chick-fil-A. Alaska, Hawaii, I would give to the Chick-fil-A sandwich, but Alaska doesn't really have a taste of Chick-fil-A because they're up in the north. Therefore, Chick-fil-A cannot fly over restaurants and place them down there, so they've never tasted the sandwich. They have no appeal. I don't even think the sandwich is on the ballot here, so I would give that one to Donald Trump. As for the state of Colorado, you know, legalization of weed. There are some instances where workers at Chick-fil-A have hidden weed in sandwiches and sold them, so that could be also an issue that would resonate with Colorado voters. Across the Rust Belt, I mean, the Chick-fil-A sandwich pretty much represents white working class. I mean, just look at it. It has the two pickles representing their hard work. The chicken is their very subsidized selves with living within their families, and the two buns are government working together with them and moving into a better America for themselves. Looking at the state of Ohio, this one would probably stay with Donald Trump. The state of Missouri, you know that it's probably going to go to Donald Trump. But since Iowa has a lot of farms, you would assume that Chick-fil-A gets their buns from Iowa. So the state of Iowa would go to the Chick-fil-A sandwich. As for the state of Oklahoma, remember Donald Trump won every single county here back in 2016. So it'd be pretty hard to flip, especially since they're anti-chicken here. Kansas, I mean, if you look in Kansas, it's pretty much as flat as a pancake. You see a lot of cows. What is the mascot of Chick-fil-A? A cow. The state of Utah, you know, Mitt Romney just announced he was running for Senate here, but Mitt Romney's a Mormon. Chick-fil-A is very closely associated with Christianity and Catholicism. That one would go to Donald Trump. So looking at the final electoral map, the Chick-fil-A sandwich wins the presidency with 459 electoral votes to, of course, Donald Trump's 79. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow.